It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. That nice pickup of 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Rashad White with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 61 yards that time on the ground. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To pass, Flacco. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So
there he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But you look at this defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Passing play, Flacco.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead.
The point after is good. And it's now 21-0.
Browns nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flacco from the gun.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
What are we doing? Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Martin Emerson.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Evans comes in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On the draw, here's White. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 1st down, Flacco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And now here is another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their 2nd half blowout material. They'll go up the middle with White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 26 yards.
And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Flacco looks to throw. Pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This 2nd and 4.
Opting to run again here with White. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Again, will let out the play. And the Buccaneers first down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's a toss right side with White. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Get it! Go, check! Go, check!
And they will take a knee here.
On the jump!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing us.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, I'm a little...